Hi class and good afternoon. My name is Ben Yarbrough and this is my video introduction to COMS 624, Intercultural Communication. So we got a couple discussion points I got to hit, and then I'm going to go over a Bible verse that I think is really relevant to this course. So first off, where I live. Currently I live in Fredericksburg, Virginia. It's actually my hometown, and I'm living in a suburb about half an hour outside the main city there. I've been in the Navy for the past 12 years, and I've traveled all around the world, and now I'm back where I started. So it's pretty refreshing to be close to family and friends. So family, hobbies, interests. My wife, Tamara, is actually from Guam, so she's a native Chamorro. So we'll get into a little bit about how that plays into my intercultural communication role later. But we also have 5 kids together. We're a blended family. We have she has 2 biological children. I have 1 biological child. Those are separate, and then we have 2 together. So we have a total of 5 kids in our house. And there are 2 of them are from all 5. Interestingly enough, were born on Guam because I was stationed there. But they have a little bit of diversity there in my actual family. So hobbies and interests, I'm pretty active in my church. Right now I'm going to school full-time, working full-time, and raising kids full-time. There's not a lot of time for hobbies, but I do practice jiu-jitsu. I'm not particularly good. I'm still a white belt, but it's something that I'm working on and I'm learning, and my whole family participates. So that's been very, very exciting for us. The specific degree I'm pursuing is a Master of Arts in Communication, and I'm just absolutely in love with the study of communication. I was doing a Master of Divinity previous to this. However, the material was just very difficult, and it wasn't something that got me excited. And so I had to change degrees, and now I'm doing a Master's of Arts in Communication, and I just absolutely love it. So intercultural communication, I think, is a very interesting topic. It's something that I was exposed to very early in my military career because my first duty station was Guam and my first assignment overseas was in the Philippines. So I had to work directly with Filipino partners, and I learned very quickly that my way was not the most important way. In addition to that, we learned, independent of our own personal ways, that my team was fairly diverse. I had a couple Spanish guys on the team, and then we had a Native American as well. And so they brought their diverse backgrounds. And what I learned from that team was that everybody has a different perspective culturally, but then we still had a fairly solid national identity. And when we were working with our partners, they were actually the Filipino people that we worked with had a very different, scattered, diverse background. They had a national identity as I am Filipino, but then they had their own intercultural identity as in which province they were from, or whether they were from the South or whether they were from the North. So what I really took away from that deployment was that it's a lot more complicated than what country are you from and what color is your skin. Culture and identity is a very, very big concept, and I think it's really awesome in 2019 that it's being looked at so directly, and I cannot wait to learn more about it. Additionally, my wife is Chamorro, so she is a native islander from Guam several generations back, and that's a very big deal in our family, and we passed on her heritage as well as my heritage. My family's English and Irish, and we come from a very, very long line of English folks from England. So my family immigrated here early in the settlement of America, and they were a very wealthy family. However, now, I'm working full-time and I'm going to school full-time, and I don't have a silver spoon anywhere near my mouth. So we are very distant from the English Yarboroughs of old who came over here as very wealthy people. So from this course specifically, I would like to learn new ways to communicate about intercultural differences and some of the new modern theories in place about how to work together interculturally. I mean, in 2019, things are changing rapidly in society. There is a lot of upheaval about culture, about identity, about different very controversial subjects. And I'm looking to see what scholars are saying today as we try and navigate these changing environments in our marketplace, in our churches, in our families, and in our local communities. The Bible verse that I wanted to share with everyone is Revelation 7:9. And I think this is really important because growing up, I was not exposed to a lot of diversity, but biblically speaking, God loves everyone. And so Revelation 7:9 says, "After this I looked, and behold, a great multitude that no one could number, from every nation, from all tribes and peoples and languages, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes, with palm branches in their hands." And that tells me that God doesn't care at all about your cultural background. He loves you and he loves your background, and he cares in that sense. But he doesn't see cultural identity, nationality. He doesn't see any of that stuff. What he sees is who he made you and who he's called you to be. And he loves diversity. God's the father of diversity. He authored it. He's the author and finisher of our faith, and he's the author and finisher of our diversity. It says he knit us together in our mother's wombs. And I don't think it's an accident that we all look different. And I think it's really exciting. And personally, I think this course is going to be very exciting, and I'm looking to learn a lot from my classmates, from you, Dr. House, and then from the material. Anyway, that's enough for me. I hope everyone has a wonderful 8 weeks, and I can't wait to get started. Have a wonderful day.